playing in the IPL as well. He's had a decent start to international cricket.
Oh, Shakib, that's going to hurt. He's hit for the second time, this time on the body. Wasn't that short, that, and it was a lot quicker, 90 mile an hour.
Yeah, that will hurt. I don't really think Shakib's very comfortable with the short ball. He missed one sharp bouncer from Siraj early on. This time trying to take evasive action by ducking in under that ball. It wasn't that sort of a bounce that he expected the ball to have. That'll hurt. That'll really hurt.
You could see from the angle at which the ball came off his body, it went almost in front of square, which shows you it hit him pretty square on. That kind of a pace right in the ribs. Yeah, you can see he's still feeling it. What's going to be the follow-up delivery here from Umran Malik? Is he going to go in full? Another short one, perhaps? He goes short. This time Shakib gets under it, but it was less than convincing. 92 mile an hour.
Yeah, he's been given the license to bowl quick. The good thing is that he's well directing it, Umran Malik. Slightly shorter in length than the previous one. That's why Shakib had enough time to allow the ball to get to the keeper. The previous one was slightly further pitched up than this ball from Umran Malik.
Great start this by Umran Malik, already above 90 mile an hour. Let's just have a look at that half caught behind appeal the previous over, when in between bat and pad. Ducker to Shanto. Anything on ultra edge? No, nothing. You can still see a gap between the ball and the bat. Sensible decision not to review. Shakib is rattled by the pace here. You can see he's backing away a little bit, showing his stumps.
And both the bowler and the captain behind the stumps would be watching this. That's actually what you want from your fast bowler, to create that doubt in the batter's mind. And if he can create that kind of a doubt in a dominant player like Shakib Al Hasan in his mind, then definitely there's a contest brewing.
Oh, that's a hard blow to the helmet, I think. Yeah, better check on Shakib. I think they'll have to get the physio on here. But that is a very impressive fast over by Umran Malik. Maiden, 47 for 2.
চাচা, শীতে হাত ও ঠোঁট একদম ফেটে গেছে, একটা তেল দেন না।
একটু দাঁড়াও।
আর ফাটা গোড়ালির জন্য গ্লিসারিন।
আচ্ছা।
ঠোঁট, পা আর স্কিন, ব্যাস ভ্যাসলিন। এটা 3-in-1। এতে আছে 100% পিওর জেলি, যা স্কিনকে ময়শ্চারাইজ করে, ফাটা ত্বককে করে কোমল। ঠোঁট, পা, স্কিন, ব্যাস ভ্যাসলিন।
Mohammad Siraj has taken both wickets to fall for India, took out both Bangladeshi openers. We've now got two left-handers at the crease, and one of them, the vastly experienced Shakib, is involved in a really interesting battle here with the extreme pace of Umran Malik, who's hit him twice in the first over, including that last ball. Could have been a sickening blow, that. Thank God for helmets. That has hit him hard on the side of the head. Really interesting to see how he responds to that. Definitely needs to take a bit of time here. Physio's come on, had a quick look at him, made sure he's okay.
And plus the concussion test as well, that a batter needs to go through. Change his helmet as well. if it's damaged. The last blow, certainly I believe the physio would have asked him. Very uncomfortable. It's good that he's on the non-striker end at the moment. He can have his time to reassess his game plan. And what is it that he'll be getting from the Indian seamers?
And at the other end, Chador just trots in and serves up a 71-mile-an-hour half volley, which isn't dispatched. I think he was trying something a little bit different there. But if he can keep the pressure on here, another tight over from him. He's had an excellent start. 3.1 overs, none for 5. Make sure Shakib's on strike when Umran Malik runs in.
So it's actually both the batters at this point of time are very much there trying to protect themselves. I mentioned earlier on, Shanto's not had a great ODI last 5 or 6 outings. He struggled against West Indies, had a 38, the maximum score against Zimbabwe. Preceding that was 2 dots against Zimbabwe and India. Sorry, not dots. No score. And here he's getting troubled outside the off stump. The first ball ducked in the first ODI. So as a batter, when you come out in the second one, it just plays on your mind. You know that's not been your strength, and you know that the opposition knows that it's your weakness. Whether you like it or not, they remind you. And when you've not had a greatest of start, just 16 of 31, that's how it has been for Nazmul Shanto. Take nothing away, he's a quality player. We saw that in the recent T20 World Cup as well.
Yeah, he was the top run scorer for Bangladesh in that T20 World Cup. But so far in 14 games in ODI cricket, his top score is just 38. He's a better player than that. That game against Zimbabwe, as you mentioned there, just 3 innings ago. So he's under a bit of pressure. Comes a point where you've got to deliver, however promising you are, just to keep the critics away and keep your place in the side. Remember, Tamim, of course, will come back into the side at some point, so got to make sure you're undroppable when he does come back. Short and cut for 4. Controlled, that was by Shanto. Class shot.
Going round the wicket, Shardul Thakur. And possibly he was wanting to get the ball to come into the left-hander. Standing too far out of his crease. This is easy picking for Shanto. He'll feel relieved. He's got one right in the middle of the bat. And Shardul decides to go back over the wicket.
Single off the last ball, so Shakib will not be facing Umran Malik's first delivery. 52 for 2.
অভিজাত ও রুচিসম্মত স্যানিটারি ওয়্যার ও ফিটিংস শাইন স্যানিটারি ওয়্যার ও ফিটিংস রুচির প্রশ্নে একেবারেই আপোষহীন।
গোলাপি নির্যাস আর ভিটামিন ই সহ নতুন লাক্স দেয় চাঁদের মতো উজ্জ্বল চেহারা। লাক্স।
ধুর, এখন আবার নেট কিনতে যাইতে হবে।
মাইজিপি অ্যাপ থেকে নেট কিনলে খালি বোনাস আর বোনাস।
ইন্টারনেট বোনাস দিয়ে নো টেনশন। মাইজিপি অ্যাপে সব সলিউশন।
The very genial head coach of Bangladesh, Russell Domingo from South Africa. I think they know he's on camera. But Alan Donald as well in their ranks. Fast bowling coach. Heavy South African presence. No longer the head coach of the T20 side, just of the ODI and Test sides. Bowled him, stomp out the ground. Doesn't matter if Shagib isn't on strike. I'll get Shanto out instead.
That's raw pace for you. It doesn't matter what's happened at the other end with Shakib Al Hasan. Nazmul Shanto beaten all ends up. 151 Ks, the pace on that ball from Umran Malik. Beaten all ends up. First game in Bangladesh, and he's had his first strike.